he was all along, my lord, howling that it is murder, it is not suicide. That was what the main prayer in the writ petition. And the postmortem report, my lord, at page 93 here, is totally inconclusive because he is said to have consumed, my lord, 4 numbers of beta cap 20 milligram, and the fatal dose is said to be 1 gram per day, which is 1,000 milligrams, and he has consumed 80 milligrams. So neither the blade wound, the blade was found on the ground, not in the room. The blade didn't have, my lord, blood on it. That's the FSL report. And now, my lord, the police themselves say this medicine was not enough to kill him, that there was a second blood group found in the room.
So there was somebody else present.
My lord, a very short point, my lord, is involved here. And may I indicate that to your lordships? My lord, a very unfortunate incident, my lord, of a student, my lord, of IIT Kharagpur. My lord, it relates to his death. My lord, it was being investigated by the police. My lord, a writ petition had been filed saying that a special investigating team should be appointed for the purposes of this investigation.
Yes.
My lord, this was, my lord, these were the prayers. Now, my lord, from time to time, my lord, reports, my lord, were filed with regard to the investigation, my lord, by the police. My lord, I am only troubling your lordships, my lord, with the police aspect. My lord, there were other directions, my lord, for IIT to file reports regarding ragging, etc. I'm, my lord, not going into that. Now, my lord, the police, my lord, was, my lord, filing reports. My lord, none of the reports were found, my lord, unsatisfactory by the learned judge. My lord, this is, my lord, very important. But, my lord, just before, my lord, a report was filed on 20th of February 2023, my lord, almost, my lord, at the stage of final report. Once this is filed, the learned judge, and that's there are 3 appeals, the learned judge, my lord, appointed a person, my lord, who is no longer, my lord, in the police to give his opinion, my lord, with regard to the investigation. This is 20th February 2023. Then, my lord, after that, my lord, files were made over. My lord, opinion, yes, opinion. My lord, I advise you don't need to go up now. Writ is still pending. What happens, my lord, is, my lord, the gentleman comes and says, I've had a look at the records. I feel that there should be a second postmortem report. So, my lord, an application, my lord, is made. My lord, in, my lord, that application, my lord, liberty is given, my lord, to make that application. So, my lord, now an expert, my lord, is, my lord, taking over the investigation, who is a private, my lord, entity. Third order, my lord, which has been passed is, my lord, that, my lord, the body would be exhumed. The postmortem will be done, my lord, by this expert. And, my lord, he will, my lord, file a report. And the learned judge says, my lord, the order should not be taken, my lord, as, my lord, any, my lord, kind of adverse, my lord, remark, my lord, apropos, my lord, the police. So, my lord, there is, my lord, no aspersion, my lord, on, my lord, the investigation which has been carried on. Now, my lord, I make, my lord, one simple submission before your lordship. My lord, in, my lord, criminal investigation, neither the statutory framework nor, my lord, public policy permits, my lord, a private investigation. My lord, I can understand, my lord, a sit is appointed if the investigation is not being carried on properly. I can understand that. But, my lord, the investigator, my lord, the expert, my lord, becomes the investigator with, my lord, a report, my lord, to be filed without any aspersion, my lord, on the police. My lord, is not possible, and in any event, private investigation is not possible. My lord, I waited long to, my lord, because writ was pending. There were no final orders. But, my lord, this step, my lord, could not have been taken. My lord, kindly take, my lord, the, my lord, 3 orders. Kindly take the second writ, my lord, in your lordship's wrist. My lord, they are arranged one by one. My lord, that is, my lord, MAT 850, my lord.
This is previous one.
My lord, they are arranged one by one. My lord, your lordship kindly comes to page 245. My lord, in fact, my lord, I was a late entrant in the matter. the learned judge wanted me during the course of the hearing, my lord, to come in.
Hmm.
And then, my lord, I come in, I file the report. Kindly have a look, my lord, at page 245.
Yes.
So and so has placed the report of the investigating officer dated February 20 without expressing any opinion on the report as on date. This court is of the view that the postmortem report, forensic examination report, and the entire case diary along with the photographs and every piece of evidence may be placed before Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta, a retired forensic expert from the CID West Bengal, for his opinion on the likely cause of death of the victim. Mr. Gupta shall be provided. I declare, my lord, the rest are, my lord. on my lord.
But this writ petition was filed by the father of the victim
Yes, my lord.
or the deceased.
Father, my lord.
Father of the deceased. And their prayer was for to conduct a second postmortem.
No. The prayer, my lord, was, my lord, kindly appoint a special investigation team. Second postmortem, my lord, comes, my lord, after, my lord, this gentleman, my lord, Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta, my lord, files, my lord, an application. Now, my lord, kindly now come to...
No, by which order this Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta was directed to
My lord,
offer his opinion?
yes, now, my lord, he comes in here to offer his opinion. This order, my lord, 245.
Oh, that is you produced the report. That report was directed to be placed.
Correct. Everything, my lord. Postmortem report, forensic examination report, entire case diary, along with photographs, every piece of evidence, maybe a retired forensics. My lord, case diary is not even available, my lord, to, my lord, victims and accused. My lord, under, my lord, criminal procedure court.
But who is this person? He is a person of eminence, is it?
My lord, I do not, my lord, I have not heard of his name.
Because there have been orders passed. I'm also party to a few orders where there is one Professor Chandrasekhar. He is supposed to be the father of the forensic sciences. He is no more now. And he was the person who did the investigation in Rajiv Gandhi murder case. And after his retirement, he died at a ripe age of like 90 or so. Much after his retirement, lot of assignments were given by the government, governed by the High Court, and in the one case which was registered by CBI in Bombay, he was asked to.
My lord, government can, but I'll show your lordships two Supreme Court.
No, that is correct.
But I have learned that, my lord, he is a living legend. My lord, he has conducted more than 300 postmortems at the behest of CID, homicide.
No, what Advocate General says is,
I understand.
The writ petitioner does not suspect any foul play in the first postmortem. But then the court was seized of the matter.
He was all along, my lord, howling that it is murder, it is not suicide. That was what the main prayer in the writ petition. And the postmortem report, my lord, at page 93 here, is totally inconclusive because the body...
But, was the father present during the postmortem?
No, but the videography was taken. The videography was taken, and on basis of
But
that...
normally, in such type of matters, one of the relative of the deceased will be asked.
My lord, be informed, my lord. Information was, my lord, given.
And he was there. He was asked after he came to Kharagpur from Guwahati. The boy was a resident of Assam. The postmortem was conducted taking his consent. Taking his consent.
That entire video footage has been given to the
Given to
petitioner.
Dr. Gupta.
No, given to the writ petitioner.
No,
Should have been.
no, it was not. Now the second postmortem, the honorable judge...
See, the thing is, sir, if he is admittedly an expert and he retired from the government, state government service, to that extent he can consider,
My lord, your
but
lordship.
not that he will take over the investigation.
That's, my lord, this is, so that's what I'm showing. My lord,
That will not also be.
absolutely. Now, my lord, I want to show your lordship. That's where it's gone. This was the first order. So, my lord, I didn't come immediately, my lord. I am saying, my lord, I've therefore preferred appeals from 3 orders to, my lord, show your lordships, my lord, how, my lord, this has happened. Now, my lord, kindly come to the second order, my lord, which is, my lord, passed, which is 29th March 2023, page 252.
There the court records that inadequate to arrive at a final conclusion.
Yes, and that was, my lord, also, my lord, as far as, my lord, the, my lord, police was concerned. My lord, this As far as postmortem, my lord, by itself, my lord, was concerned. My lord, this was, my lord, the stand, my lord, of, my lord, the police as well. So he agrees with the police. In substance, submits or seeks a second postmortem after the body, let a preliminary report when the matter shall be listed. Then, my lord, kindly come to page 254. And this is, my lord, very crucial. My lord, I wish to, my lord, place this to show how investigation has been taken over. Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta, the forensic expert appointed by this court, has submitted a preliminary report annexing therewith photographs from the footage of the postmortem already conducted by the police and come to three preliminary findings. Firstly, that there are two visible injury marks, otherwise medically called hematoma, on the back of the head of the victim, and the marks have been confirmed by Sandeep Kumar Bhattacharya, learned amicus curiae. Now, my lord, I pause here. My lord, this gentleman, my lord, had appeared for Dr. Gupta, my lord, which is recorded in the previous order, and now gets converted, my lord, into amicus curiae. Then, my lord, the original postmortem report does not mention the same. So this is a criticism, my lord, in, my lord, the opinion. Then, my lord, consequently, the base of the skull ought to have been examined and reported by the postmortem doctor, which has not been done. Then, my lord, the second important finding is that certain marks on the arms of the victim, Faizan Ahmed, according to Dr. Gupta, are clearly those inflicted after death. The postmortem report says these are antemortem by doctors, my lord, of, my lord, a government hospital, also reputed. Now, my lord, kindly come to, my lord, para 5. Mr. Bhattacharya has placed seizure report of the police dated 17th, which indicates that a chemical called Emplura, sodium nitrate, in a bottle has been seized from the scene of the crime. It is submitted by Mr. Bhattacharya that sodium nitrate is a yellowish powder, is normally used to preserve meat. There is some yellowish residue in a bucket found by Dr. Gupta and Mr. Bhattacharya during his visit to the room. It is submitted that when a body decomposes, it is impossible that the fellow inmates of the hostel would not be able to detect it. There were mysteriously no smell from the body for 3 days. Presence of this chemical, Emplura, sodium nitrate, opens up serious questions as regards the time of death and whether it may have been used to preserve the body after the death of the victim. Photographs relevant to the annex finding are annexed to the report. Now, my lord, this is, my lord, his opinion, my lord, which is after, my lord, getting, my lord, the having heard the learned counsel for the parties, this court is therefore of the view that a second postmortem is necessary. Fine. Now, my lord, kindly come. Body of the victim has been buried as per Muslim rites at Assam. Let the body of the victim, Faizan Ahmed, is ordered to be exhumed. An affidavit of the parents of the victim consenting to such exhumation and second postmortem has been filed in court. Today is taken on record. Then, my lord, the investigating officer in the matter shall coordinate with Assam police and ensure that the body and or remains are exhumed, brought to Kolkata by the state police, and fresh postmortem is conducted. It is expected that due care and caution is exercised while exhuming the body. The local courts in Assam are requested to kindly extend cooperation. Representatives of the parties may be present. Now, my lord, kindly see here. The second postmortem may be conducted by Dr. Gupta in the presence of earlier postmortem doctors and anybody that the state may nominate from their side. Mr. Sandeep Kumar Bhattacharya, the advocate, may be present during postmortem. Then, my lord, postmortem may be conducted at the Kolkata Medical College and Hospital at College Street, Kolkata. Aforesaid exercise is vital and necessary for arriving at the truth behind death of Faizan Ahmed. Then, this order should not be construed as casting any aspersions on the state police since they have proceeded primarily on the postmortem report given to them. It is expected that the aforesaid exercise is conducted and completed with a period of 1 month from date. A forensic expert in the state of Assam may be requested to be present during the exhumation of the body. Investigating officer shall coordinate with Assam police. Assam police are requested to kindly assist. It is expected photographs so-and-so be made. Well, this is complete takeover.
No. Up to the stage of second postmortem,
Well, that's
let it happen. And Dr. Gupta, in the presence of the postmortem doctors and a representative of the state and a representative of the family. And where is Mr. Sandeep Kumar Bhattacharya? Where is he, sir?
I'm not sure if he has been given notice for that. He was the.
No. He is an amigo. He's an expert, is it?
He's I'm told, I didn't know that. He's a reputed criminal lawyer, practicing in Bankshal Court.
Bankshal.
Yes.
But then
He's-
there should be some member of the family. If the member of the family says, I don't want to be, let Mr. Sandeep Kumar
as
Bhattacharya.
their representative.
That's
Obviously, I don't think the mother would be willing to be present. Manad. It's more of
So what can be done is let the second postmortem be conducted by Mr. Gupta. Let him be paid the remuneration, whatever direction. But the Mr. Gupta will do nothing with regard to the investigation.
naturally.
He will not. He is a retired forensic expert. Let him confine himself to his expertise.
Even the postmortem doctors were his students.
So therefore, it's well and good that professor is doing the postmortem. They'll be too happy to witness it. They'll be very happy to see his findings. But indirectly, you can't take over the investigation.
No, that was not the intention of the honorable judge.
Makes that clear, my lord.
That we will make it clear.
I wish to place, my lord, if my lords permit, my lord, to place, my lord, two facts of the last report of the police, which were not handed over to us because of resistance from the IIT. My lord, kindly turns to page 237, if my lords feel it necessary.
Definitely.
Of this appeal, my lord. This is an extract of the last police report, page 237. The report starts at page 230.
Yes, yes.
Manad, I'm referring to the last paragraph at the bottom of the page.
After that,
Yes, the paragraph starts with that. I'm not placing even the whole of that, my lord. Fourth line onwards, considering all the documents noted above and also considering, sir, page 237, the state of decomposition along with only injuries available being multiple incise injury over the anterior aspect of the left forearm, as noted in the postmortem report by autopsy alone, no definite opinion can be formed regarding the cause of death of the deceased. And my lord, there was then the story of, first it was a blade wound on the left forearm, which the postmortem report says was not sufficient to cause death. This was the first report. 3 reports were filed. Second report, my lord, the focus shifted to medicines being consumed. Now, my lord, the police, my lord, very fairly deals with that, my lord. Page 238. Next page, my lord. Next page. Sir.
yes.
My lord, the last paragraph of the page, my lord, he is said to have consumed, my lord, 4 numbers of beta cap 20
Tablets.
about 6 lines from the bottom of the page. I just, my lord, to cut short, my lord, not to take so much time. The line sentence starts with, during investigation,
Yes.
some medicines, including some antidepressant drugs, were seized from the room. 1 medicine strip containing 6 number of beta cap 20 mg tablets. But we have collected the purchase voucher showing that he purchased 10 such tablets. So the inference he had 4. And my lord, at the middle of the page, my lord, the police record that the fatal dose for that particular drug, my lord, the drug is actually the second of the 3 drugs listed in the second paragraph. It is called propranolol. And the fatal dose is said to be 1 gram per day, which is 1,000 milligrams. And he has consumed 80 milligrams. So neither the blade was found on the ground, not in the room. The blade didn't have, my lord, blood on it. That's the FSL report. And now, my lord, the police themselves say this medicine was not enough to kill him. And the surprising thing, my lord, will find from page 139 of my lord's brief, that there was a second blood group found in the room. His blood group, my lord, as per IIT records, is O+. And page 139, my lords will find this, my lord, of course, my lord, with the assistance of my learned junior, I've arrived at this.
Yes.
Page 139, there's a AB group blood found in the room. This AB group sample was collected from near the door.
So there was somebody else present.
And in the scuffle, maybe he was also injured. And my lord, that sample was collected. My lord will find that from the preceding page, 138. This is sample C and E. My lord, C and E. Exhibit mark C contained 1 paper packet containing a gauge piece bearing some dark brownish stains. That is C, and E is the exhibit marked E containing some blood. But this is what was tested. The report is on the next page, and that is AB, which doesn't match with that group of the
Deceased.
writ petitioner, that their son. But this is Malad, what the body looked like. Malad, the only photograph we could collect from the reporters present there, Malad, this could not have been a blade wound, which the postmortem report says. And this is Malad, Dr. Gupta's report, which is not annexed.
No.
But that is sufficiently, Malad, summarized.
Their only apprehension is probably the state is not resisting a second postmortem. He is a doctor of, he is an expert in the field. That's also not in dispute. But their apprehension appears to be that this order leads to that, as if he has to take over the investigation.
Not at all. My lords will allay that
Because
apprehension.
we also feel that indication because
My lords will kindly allay that fear, if
Uh,
there is any. But we could have appreciated, Malad, if the state had rushed to appeal once the appointment was made. They waited for the report to come. Malad, they in fact cooperated. Malad, they sent the case diary, the records, the photographs. Then they arranged for a spot visit. They arranged for the vehicle in terms of the order which. And now that the report is there, well, we certainly Dr. Gupta cannot be part of the investigation, but his presence at least during the postmortem.
these intra-court appeals have been filed by the state, challenging 3 different orders passed in WPA 23497 of 2022. All the orders concern the circumstances under which the son of the writ petitioner died, who was a student of IIT Kharagpur. The apprehension of the state is that pursuant to the orders passed by the learned writ court dated 25/4/2023, it appears that the entire investigation itself is to be done by Dr. Gupta, Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta, a forensic expert who had retired from the services of the state of West Bengal.
He was also a professor of medical college for many, many years.
From the arguments, from the submissions made by the learned advocate general, as well as the various grounds raised in the appeal, we find that the state has not resisted the direction issued by the learned writ court for conducting a second postmortem by Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta. But the only apprehension of the state appears to be that in that process, the investigation should not be taken over by the said forensic expert or by any other third party. In our view, the stage is yet to come for any investigating agency to take forward the investigation, and it can happen only after Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta conducts the second postmortem in terms of the directions issued by the learned writ court in its order dated 25/4/2023. However, we are of the clear view that the orders passed by the learned writ court should not be and shall not be construed construed to mean that the investigation will be done by Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta, which shall be done by the appropriate investigation agency alone. With this clarification, the appeal stands dismissed.
One thing, Malad, our apprehension is that because of the rainfall in Assam, Malad, this cannot wait. Malad, will kindly request, Malad.
But then the problem is, can the second postmortem, can it not happen somewhere in Guwahati or somewhere?
There, Malad, what I learned from Mr.
To transport it from there, it has to be by air.
It's just a 1 hour flight, Malad.
See,
Coffin,
I don't know whether learned counsel has had any experience of
transporting bodies.
Malad, I have done it as a lawyer for one of my colleagues' family, and I have dealt with around 15 cases sitting as a judge of the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court. It is very, very, very difficult. Very difficult. After I came to Calcutta, I had one occasion to do it through the State Legal Services Authority. But the person was declared brain dead in the Middle East. The condition was, if we are allowed to harvest the organs, the government will send a representative and the body will be brought here. So I had to request a lot of people, standing councils of the Customs Department, the police authorities. I think I spoke to AG or ground pleader. I think I spoke to Aribandre. So many people had to be involved for it to be transported, because Fridays they are closed, Saturday, Sunday they are closed. Lot of difficulty.
With the good offices of my,
No, can it not be done in Assam is what I'm asking.
if that could have been clarified by Mr. Bhattacharya. What I learned, my lord,
No,
is that Dr. Gupta, my lord, insisted that because of the better infrastructure, he possibly has taken many classes and done similar things over there in Guwahati Medical.
Then we will not.
But my lord, because of the monsoon,
I appreciate this statement. My lord, kindly note, my lord, it's at Calcutta Medical College, my lord, where the postmortem Dr. Gupta say has better infrastructure.
that will be used at that.
No, it's very important, my lord, because, my lord, your lordships will find during the course of, my lord, PIS, it should go to Command Hospital. And I must tell your lordship, Command Hospital also sends it to PG and Calcutta Medical College.
No, the choice was of the honorable judge, the venue, my lord, which hospital he insisted.
So suppose Dr. Gupta is of the opinion that he can fly down to Guwahati and it can be done in Guwahati, it's up to him to take a call. He can take.
My lords will make that clear, because
my lord, I'll tell your lordships, my lord, there's no doubt, my lord, what Dr. Gupta is saying, my lord, about, my lord, that hospital. My lord, clearly, Guwahati, my lord,
we'll leave it at that.
my lord, one thing, my lord, let it not wait further, my lord. 25th April.
Considering the sensitivity of the issue, the order and direction issued by the learned single bench with regard to the second postmortem shall be implemented as expeditiously as possible without unnecessary loss of time.
In a week, already 30 days.
Preferably within 10 days from date.
Honorable learned advocates are asking for a week's time. That may be
10 days,
10 days.
10 days.